Welcome to Dakota High School. I'm Brad Fetters for Chippewa Valley Cable Television. An 8th grade matchup today between the Iroquois Panthers and the Seneca Jaguars. Seneca won the opening toss. They deferred the second half, so the Iroquois Panthers will have the very first possession of this football game. Iroquois Panthers coming in with a record of 2-2-1. They're clad in green and black, and they're coached by Jeff Vitale. The Seneca Jaguars 3-2 on the season. They're in their gold and green, and they are led by Art Drosky. In the middle school game, it will be 4 10-minute quarters. Seneca has the ball up on the tee, nearly set to go. Kicking off from the 40. Drives a kick returner back to the 25, tries to go across the field up to the 30. Nothing more going on the return of Braden Bonacci. So that's where the Panthers will put the ball in play. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Joseph Romanchuk will get the start at the QB position. He will line up under center. They send a man in motion. They're going to run behind the motion man. Tyler Gardner looking for the edge, picks up a couple on first down. Gardner, one of 3 captains for head coach Jeff Vitale, along with Jaden Sills and the QB, Joseph Romanchuk. Pick up a 2, brings up a 2nd down and 8. Gardner remaining in the game as a lone tailback. 2 wide receivers set. Send a man in motion. Will toss that way. Big collision. Tackle made by Jacob Wiegand. Panthers break their huddle. 3 wide receivers set. 2 to the left of the formation, 1 wide out to the right. They send a man in motion. They sweep that way. Jaden Sills looking for some blockers. A late flag comes in. Sills going to be short of the line to gain by a yard. Holding the call against Iroquois. More than likely, Seneca will take the penalty and drive Iroquois back the 10 yards and create a 3rd and long situation for the Panthers. And they will do just that. Rather than face a 4th and short, the Panthers will now have the football 3rd and long.
Making it 3rd down at about 15.
3rd and 16. They'll scrimmage from the 24-yard line. The line to gain will be the 40. Talking to head coach Jeff Vitale prior to the start of tonight's game. His message to the players tonight, just leave it all out on the field. It's your last game as an 8th grader. Romanchuk in the shotgun. He's got Gardner to his right. He fumbles the football. It's loose. It's still on the carpet. Picked up by the Jaguars, and they're going to rumble into the end zone. A defensive touchdown. Gavin Decker on the fumble recovery, the scoop and score. And it gives Seneca the early 6-0 lead. Take another look at it. Romanchuk just flat out dropped it as he gets driven down to the turf by Wiegand. And then Gavin Decker comes in, picks up that loose ball, and scampered into the end zone. And it looks like The Jags will go for two. Have a swinging gate play, and now the interception on the two-point try by Jaden Sills. Can't advance that in the middle school game. So Iroquois fumbles. Seneca turns it into points. And with 8:22 left to go in the opening quarter of play, the Jags lead the Panthers 6-0. So Iroquois got backed up because of the holding penalty. It looked like they were going for a pass play there on 3rd and long. Romanchuk felt the pressure that was being supplied by Jacob Wiegand. Wiegand got in on the quarterback pressure. Romanchuk dropped the football. It was laying loose on the field turf for a while, and then Gavin Decker picked it up and went the short distance into the end zone for the score. Jaguars going for two on kind of a trick play on special teams, kind of like a swinging gate. And they tried to toss it and it was intercepted there by Sills. So 6-0 the score. Iroquois going back to work. Kickoff out of bounds will put the football on the 35. So second offensive drive now of the football game for the Panthers, looking to get things going. This is a Panthers team, as I mentioned, coming in with a record of 2-2-1. A tie over Mallow in their last contest, 12-12. Prior to that, it was back-to-back wins for the Panthers. As this time, the running back, Gardner, going nowhere. Wiegand in again on the stop. Jaden Crawford coming in to clean things up as well. Loss of 2 brings up a 2nd down and 12. 8 minutes exactly remaining first quarter of play. Romanchuk will bring the play call in from the far sidelines. Panthers will huddle up and will break it. Tristan Moore at the bottom of the formation. 3 wide receivers set. Romanchuk will turn, fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right. Got a man wide open. Lucas Parks down the far side. Parks across the 30 to the 20. Parks is into the end zone for a Panther touchdown.
Joseph Romanchuk's pass complete to number 57, Lucas Parks. Good for 6.
67 yards on the TD pass, and we'll get another look at it. A little play action fake, a little waggle to the right side, and Lucas Parks got the big block right there, and nobody was catching him as he sprinted down the far sideline and found pay dirt. They'll go for 2. Romanchuk into the end zone, paid the price for the pass, no good. And the score will remain 6-6. But a big answer there by Iroquois to tie the score. They lose 2 yards on first down, but are able to strike and strike in a big way.
Keeping the score 6-6.
Iroquois Panthers, as I mentioned, coming off a 12-12 tie to Mallow. Previous 2 games were on the road, 21-6 win over Shelby, a 25-0 win over Bemis. So it was a good month of October for Iroquois.
Number 5, Rashad Wilson.
So we'll kick it deep. Rashad Wilson, a very dangerous Jaguar, deep to field this kick. It won't make its way to him, and instead Santino Luki Looking for this near sideline, gets tripped up. Braden Bonacci making the shoestring tackle.
Number 9,
So our first look
Santino
now
Ritchie, tripped up by number 1,
at the
Brandon
Seneca offense as they'll put the ball in play from their own 35-yard line. 6-6 our score, 7:18 left to go, opening quarter of play. We've had a defensive score by Seneca and a big touchdown reception, 67 yards by Iroquois. Both teams missed two-point conversions. Iroquois showing some pressure up front. Seneca keeps it on the ground, nowhere to go. Gets it back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more for Rashad Wilson.
Number 5, Rashad Wilson on the carry. Brought down by number 57, Lucas Parks.
Lucas Parks, the tackle. So it was Parks. They had the touchdown catch. And now on the very first play of defense, comes up with a tackle. I formation look for Seneca. They send a man in motion. That's number 7, Owen Thomas. They roll out to the right. Got a receiver deep. Oh, a nearly juggling catch. Boy, kind of a 50-50 ball, as that ball was also nearly intercepted. Tyler Gardner out there in coverage. Dangerous pass into coverage. Simple roll out to the right. Couple of chances for both players to come down with it as Gardner went up, got a hand on it, tipped it, and was nearly brought in by the wide receiver. So there's that swinging gate again. They'll quickly get it up to the offensive line. Evan Davis, big number 99, 6'3", 230 pounds, according to his head coach, right in the middle of that defensive line. He had to scramble to get onside, and now we'll get penalty flags aplenty. They'll say it's a false start on Seneca, so it'll back them up 5, make this third down even tougher now to convert, as it will be a third down 15 to go. They'll scrimmage from the 30. The line to gain is the 45. 6:36 left to go. Opening quarter of play, tied up at 6. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight here on Chippewa Valley Cable Television. Live coverage on YouTube. Do yourself a favor, folks. Hit the subscribe button. I'm sure you're a fan of Dakota football. If you want to watch Friday night's game against Romeo, you can see it live on this YouTube channel. A little flare out to the left-hand side. It's caught by Rashad Wilson. Nowhere to go. Is that stifling Panther defense bottles him up in the backfield. He lost one. And it'll bring up a 4th down. They're going to have to punt the football away.
For the Jaguars.
Jaden Sills going to go back along with Tyler Gardner to field this punt. It's a high snap. Look out. They're able to bring it down and get the punt off. Nice job as it takes a bounce around the 45. That was Cooper Jones, the punter there for Seneca. That was able to bring that high snap down, but terrific field position now for Iroquois as they will scrimmage from the Seneca 45. 5:53 left to go, opening quarter of play. Iroquois offense back on the field. They'll scrimmage from this left hash. Romanchuk, the QB. Touchdown pass on his last attempt. Tyler Gardner remaining in the game as the tailback. In the shotgun as Gardner in his right-hand pocket will fake once again. Got a man wide open down the seam. He connects to Jaden Sills into the end zone for another Panther touchdown. 45 yards on the pitch and catch.
Number 12, Joseph Romanchuk.
Explosive offense here for the Panthers. Opening play of the drive. We'll get another look at it. It's the play action once again. Got the Jaguar defense to bite, and a terrific throw right on the money. Hits his man, Jaden Sills, in stride for the touchdown. Iroquois going to attempt to kick this time. It'll be Will Klinger. Klinger's kick, does it have enough? Oh, it smokes the upright. Dinks off the upright. Kick is no good, but Iroquois leads it now 12-6. 5:45 left to go, first quarter of play. So Iroquois gets the big stop, the big 3 and out on defense. They force the punt. Seneca goes on D and gives up a bomb. A 45-yard touchdown catch by Jaden Sills out of the right hand of Joseph Ramonchek. And just like that, the Panthers lead the Jags 12-6. There's a good look at my broadcast partner and head coach of the Iroquois Panthers, Jeff Vitale. Fireworks here in the early going. Will Klinger to kick things away for the Panthers. It's a short kick. It's going to take a bounce. That went the necessary yards. Oh, no. Panthers could have jumped on it. It was a loose, free ball, and they failed to get after it. And instead it rolled out of bounds, so we'll have an illegal procedure call against Iroquois. It was just perhaps Panthers not knowing the rules and fearing an illegal touching play, but instead they'll give Seneca really good starting field position from the 44-yard line. It traveled the necessary distance for an onside kick. That was recoverable by the Panthers if they so choose. Instead, it'll be Owen Thomas close to a first down. All depends on the spot. That far side line judge says he's going to be about a yard short. So mark him down at the 48 as we'll get another look at it here. Straight QB keeper. Owen Thomas under center this time. 2nd down and 2. Straight handoff, avoiding the initial rush. Rashad Wilson straight ahead, up to the 42, good enough for a first down. Pickup of 6, moves the chains.
Brought down by number 32, Tristan Moore.
Tristan Moore with the tackle.
For the Jaguars.
Thomas under center once again as Cooper Jones in the game as his fullback. All kinds of flags, pre-whistle procedural call. Offside the call against the Panthers, so a free 5 yards for Seneca. Will bring up a first down, 5 to go.
They have snacks, they have cool drinks to quench your thirst.
Still 4:43 left to go in the opening quarter of play.
Remember, the concession stand is run by the boosters here at Dakota High School. They do a great job for all the students here at the high school.
I formation look here for Seneca. They're going to roll out to the left. Look out! There's a QB sack. Joseph Baltazar.
Number 7, Owen Thomas, brought down in the backfield by number 34, Joseph Baltazar.
Balthazar coming in from that right side. Flexes the muscles. Why not? Big QB sack. Back Seneca up behind the distance markers now. The scrimmage from the 46. The line that gains the 32. So this will be a 2nd down and 14 from the left hash. Wilson under center once again has a 1 wide out to his right. He's going to roll out that way. Straight quarterback keep on the sweep to the right. Get some blockers. Finally brought down on the near sideline. Tristan Moore making the tackle.
Carry, Owen Thomas.
So Thomas using his speed. A couple downfield blocks right there.
For the Jaguars.
So 3rd and manageable. 3rd down, 7 to go. Clock working down, approaching the 3-minute mark of the first quarter. Rashad Wilson, the deep tailback. We got a fullback in the game as well. It's Cooper Jones. Nowhere to go, and then another sack. Balthazar again got through the line. This is a very disruptive defensive line right now for Iroquois. As they get to the QB, Owen Thomas, we'll get another look at it. Whoa, boy, straight up the middle. There's the initial pressure, and then it's Balthazar to bring him down. Seneca gonna talk things over here. Art Drosky sends out the play call to his QB, Owen Thomas. Thomas hasn't had much time to react as Iroquois has amped up the pressure. They're going to scrimmage from midfield. 4th down and 18. Thomas rolls out to his left, looks deep downfield. The lefty chucks it down. Terrific downfield coverage as he was looking for Jacob Wiegand. 3 green jerseys surrounded him. The pass falls incomplete. And the Panthers will take over at the 50-yard line. So a turnover on downs gives Iroquois the football. Panthers lead it 12-6. 2:09 left to go first quarter. A little bit of a different wrinkle to the middle school game that there is occasionally a running clock. It's once those chains are set, even on a change of possession. So that's why you see the clock running right now as we go down to 1 minute, 50 seconds. Panthers, jet sweep, and now a pass. A little trick play as they open up the playbook, nearly intercepted by Cooper Jones. So Jeff Vitale,
Pass intended for number
a little
14,
trickeration.
Broken up by number 16, Cooper Jones.
I asked him if any trick plays in mind, and he says, yeah, we got a couple. But he didn't tell me about this one. Jet sweep into a wide receiver pass. A nice look there out of Jaden Sills. But even better coverage deep downfield by Seneca. Pass falling incomplete. It's a 2nd down, 10 to go. Romanchik under center, hands to Gardner. Gardner sprints up, picks up 4. It'll bring up a 3rd down, 6 to go.
Tyler Gardner, brought down by number 55, Cody Lukenbacher.
Cody Lukenbacher making the stuff.
Gained about 4 on the play.
Lukenbacher, a big linebacker right in the middle of that Seneca defense. Take a defensive tackle spot now along the defensive line, does Lukenbacher. And they're going to fake the handoff. They're going to roll to the right, and good pursuit that time by Owen Thomas. Thomas making the tackle well short of the chains. So it'll bring up a 4th down in, we'll call it 5. Right at the 45. So decision time now for the Panthers, as it looks like they'll keep the offense out on the field. Clock continues to work down. 30 seconds now remaining in the first quarter. And we'll see if the Panthers even snap this football. Jaden Sills talking to his assistant coach, Mike Matway. I think the Panthers will have to run a play here as they quickly get up to the line of scrimmage. Under center, Romanchik barks out the calls and will not snap the football. as that's how the first quarter of play will end. Well, it's been a fun one thus far. Seneca got on the scoreboard early via their defense. A little scoop and score, a fumble recovery for a touchdown. And then the Iroquois offense took over, and they took over in a big way. A 67-yard touchdown catch by Lucas Parks as he sprinted down the far sideline, tied up the score at 6 apiece. Iroquois forced the punt, got the ball back, and hit pay dirt on one of the very first plays of the ensuing drive as they go 45 yards through the air to Jaden Sills. All 3 of our conversions in this football game have been no good, and that's why we currently sit at Iroquois 12, Seneca 6. Two teams have broken their sideline huddles. They've taken the field, and it's going to be a big down coming up here. 4th down, 5 to go. Panther football. Romanchuk deep in the shotgun here. You might perhaps see a punt. We'll see what they do. They send a man in motion to the right side. Romanchuk's going to throw. Romanchuk into triple coverage. Rashad Wilson upset with himself for dropping that interception, but it's going to work out for him because they're actually going to gain yards by him not intercepting this pass, as it'll be a turnover on downs, with the Jags taking over at the 45-yard line. Wasn't sure what Coach Vitale was going to do out of this formation. He had Romanchuk kind of deeper than a standard shotgun formation. Oftentimes quarterbacks kind of can pooch punt out of those formations. But Coach Vitale rolls the dice. We get a turnover on downs, and Seneca will take over on their 45-yard line. It's going to be Owen Thomas again. Whoa, he's met in the backfield. Oh, what a tackle. An open field tackle made by Tyler Gardner.
Number 7,
a loss of 1.
By number 25, Tyler Gardner.
So QB Thomas was looking for the edge.
Second down.
And Gardner said, nope, not going to give it to you. I'm going to bring you down. I'm going to spin you down. And it'll bring up a second down, 10. We'll call it a long 10. He kind of got back to the line of scrimmage. From our vantage point on this near side, it looked like he had lost a yard. Line judge giving him the benefit of the doubt. I formation now. Backwards pass into the backfield. It's a dangerous playmaker, Rashad Wilson. So that backwards pass goes for 3. He was able to avoid his own blocker and picked up some positive yardage. 8:25 left to go, first half of play. 3rd down and 7 coming up for the Jaguars. Bunch formation now, heavy on the offensive lineman. They're going to pitch. Whoa, that play was nearly busted up in the backfield, and they're going to be short of the first down markers. Lucas Parks absolutely blew up that play. He was in the backfield before the pitch even happened, as he nearly intercepted the pitch. We'll get another look at it. Whoa! Dangerous looking play. So 4th down, 3 to go. They'll scrimmage from the 48. The line to gains the 45. Seneca going to leave their offense on the field. They got one tailback at the very bottom of the formation. Joey Bastone. Now they're going to add a few more. 4 wide receivers set. High snap. They bring it down. The pass sails through the hands of Rashad Wilson. And it'll be another turnover on downs for Seneca. So ball immediately over to Iroquois in the 3 and out. Check that. It was a 4-and-out.
Iroquois will start.
So Panther football from the 48. First down, 10 to go with 7:22 and the clock running here in the first half of play. So two teams trading possessions right around midfield. Iroquois back to work. Romanchik under center. Toss play to Gardner. Gardner through the defensive line, through the linebackers into the secondary. An 11-yard gain on first down.
Number 25, Tyler Gardner.
Just a simple toss play. That jump cut there by Gardner, running through hand tackles.
Good for a first down for the Panthers.
Up to the 40-yard line.
Panthers have a 1st and 10 at the Seneca 40-yard line.
So it's kind of the down and distance that the Panthers went for the home run ball when they were able to connect. At the time was Jaden Sills for the second touchdown of the game. Romanchik under center once again. He fakes the toss, hands to the up back. Good play call. Giovanni Arashai. Straight up the gut.
Number 4,
10-yard gain.
Giovanni Arashai on the carry. Brought down by number 27, Jaden Crawford.
Some pretty creative play calling out of this Panther unit. A little offset eye. Arashai, the fullback. They'll fake the handoff. This time, they got Sills in at QB. He takes it off left edge. Good enough for a first down. So back-to-back-to-back first down runs.
Tackled by number 8, Mason Taylor.
Well-oiled machine offensively are the Panthers. The scrimmage from the 19-yard line. Clock continues to run down here in the second quarter of play. 5:20 remaining. Joseph Romanchik back into the game at the QB position. Nope, that's going to be Sills. My apologies. Sills under center. And he's going to hand off to Gardner. Gardner off right tackle up to the 12.
Number 25, Tyler Gardner on the carry. Brought down by number 60.
Big
Gavin
holes
Decker.
being opened up
Number
right
10,
now by that
Joe Sand.
offensive line.
As we have second down and about 3.
Gavin Decker making the tackle for Seneca. Iroquois staying with Jaden Sills here at the QB position. Gardner, the running back. Gardner off to the left side, cuts it back up towards the middle. Going to be driven down at the 10-yard line. He'll be a full yard short. And it'll bring up a third down and 1. Decker again with the tackle for Seneca. This time they were going Wildcat. Didn't even have a quarterback in place.
Jaguars.
And the Jaguars seeing that and quickly calling timeout. Didn't feel that they had the necessary defense in place to stop the Panthers there on 3rd and short. Well, this is a very cool opportunity for the two district middle schools to face off against one another in the last regular season game of the year. Get to play under the lights here at Dakota High School. So glad you decided to tune us in, either live or via a stream on YouTube. Been an entertaining first half of play with the Panthers in front of the Jaguars 12-6. Panthers with the football, looking to add on more. Break the huddle. Gonna stick with the same play. It's Gardner in the Wildcat. Gardner up to the 5, across the 5, down to around the 3. Good solid run there by the captain.
By number 22, Joey Baston.
Joey Baston,
Making
the tackler for the Jaguars.
at the 4-yard line.
3:25 left to go, second quarter of play. Panthers knocking on the door. They lead by 6. Jaden Sills, one of those tri-captains, brings the play call in from the far sidelines. Gardner getting some instructions from his QB. 2 wide receivers set. Sills under center. Turns, fakes the handoff. Gardner just absolutely lit up his man. Sills was looking for the pylon, going to be well short of it. They sprint in Brady Warren. Just heavy, heavy doses of the run game. It's a reverse, the Philly special completed. Oh, what a 2-point play. And that's the starting QB, Romanchik, that catches the pass. We'll get another look at it. It's Romanchik. It eventually comes down to 2-point play. A little jet sweep to the toss reverse, and that's Sills that throws it to Romanchik, the old Philly special from the Super Bowl. And the 2-point conversion is good, and Iroquois leads it now 20-6. So Coach Vitale said, leave it all out on the field. Well, they're emptying the playbook here tonight as well, and why not? Can't take those plays with you, so you might as well call them. And what a 2-point play. And just like that, the Panthers lead it by 14, and then kick it away deep. Caught at the 30, across the 40, up to the 44 before being spun down. 14-yard return
Owen Thomas brought down by number 34.
by Thomas.
Joseph Balthazar.
They'll spot the football at the 45. Seneca trailing now by 2 possessions. Haven't really got much going offensively. Their only points of the football game have come via the defense. Scoop and score touchdown. I formation once again by the Jags. Rolling out to the left, looking deep. Floats a pass down, got a receiver open. Still on his feet, Baston. In the Panther territory, finally tackled at the 37-yard line, and a Panther timeout will be called. 18-yard play. Throwing on the run. As Joey Baston got himself wide open. So the Panthers call timeout with 1:51 left to go in the first half of play. Let our viewers know that are watching live that it is a 10-minute halftime. 10-minute halftime, so don't go too far away. It's not like a typical high school or college or even NFL halftime where it's a 15, 20-minute break. Nope, we're just going to have a 10-minute break in between halves. So just keep it locked right here to Chippewa Valley Cable. Jaguars on the move. Owen Thomas leans in, barks out the play call, and will now send his backfield over to the right. So it's an empty backfield. 4 wide receivers set. He spreads them out and then runs for it. Minimal gain on first down. Tackle by Baltazar.
Number 7, Owen Thomas on the keeper. Brought down by number 34, Joseph Baltazar.
3-yard gain on first. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. 90 seconds remaining, second quarter of play. Seneca going to have to hurry. Do have 2 timeouts remaining in the half. Thomas under center once again. Is going to roll out to his right. Keep it. Looks for some blocks. Makes a juke move. Forward momentum carries him all the way up to the 30. And it'll bring up a 3rd down, 3 to go. Clock continues to work. Approaching the 1-minute mark of the second quarter of play.
7, Owen Thomas on the keeper.
Thomas quickly gets the Jags to the line of scrimmage. Panthers trying to get a couple defensive players off the field. Thomas rolls out to his left. That's his natural arm movement. And, dangerous pass separated from the football. Was looking for Bastone once again.
Thomas's pass intended for number 22. Joey Bastone falls incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
So 4th down, 49 seconds remaining first half of play. Seneca will have the first possession of the second half as they won the toss and elected to defer to the second half. So an opportunity here to put points up on the board and then get the first possession of the second half. It's not going to matter. Evans a loose football. Quarterback sack recovered by the Panthers. A pressure applied by Joseph Baltazar. He comes up with the quarterback sack and the strip, and the Panthers recover. We'll get another look at it. Baltazar comes in, strips the QB, and his teammates come in to fall on it. Fumble recovered by Graham Anderson. Graham Anderson with the fumble recovery. So 40 seconds separates us from the halftime whistle. We'll see just how aggressive Iroquois wants to be. They have just 1 timeout remaining as Coach Vitale took it there after that fumble recovery. Because as I mentioned, once they set the chains, even on a turnover on downs, the clock runs. So Coach Vitale having to take a timeout to preserve 40 seconds. Panthers will set out their offense. Braden Bonacci, little jet sweep, needs to get out of bounds. He will just do just that. Picks up 9. Well, no, the clock's going to continue to run, and now it stops.
On the carry. Tackled by number 90,
they did lose a couple seconds there.
Nice gain on the play. That's going to bring
on clock operator error. Good block on the outside. Orshai, number 4, Giovanni Orshai, supplying a good downfield block to Spring Bonacci. 2nd down 1, 28 seconds. Clock stops as Bonacci got out of bounds. Ooh, bad snap. And I'm going to have to just fall on it. Franco Danello getting some run now at the QB position. 10 seconds remaining. See if the Panthers get one final snap off here. They're going to have to hurry. Franco Danello does get it off. They hand off and powers forward. Tackle made by Cody Lukenbacher, and that will do it. At the half, the Panthers lead it 20-6. We'll take a quick break here on Chippewa Valley Cable Television. But a reminder, a 10-minute halftime break. So come back in 10 minutes for the start of the second half of play with the Panthers leading the Jaguars 20-6.
This is a message to raise awareness of the dangers of youth use of alcohol and other drugs. These are some facts about youth prescription opioid medication misuse from the National Institute on Drug Abuse. Teen abuse of prescription opioid medications has declined steadily over past years. However, young adults 18 to 24 are the largest group abusing prescription medication, including opioids, medications prescribed for ADHD, and anti-anxiety medication. Those that abuse prescription opioids are at greater risk of becoming addicted, of negative life and health consequences, of overdose, and death. Prescription opioids are chemically related to heroin. Nearly 80% of people addicted to heroin started first by abusing opioid medications. Teens that misuse prescription medication get it from their friends, from unsecured medication at their home, or from the home of a relative. Lock up, properly dispose, and never share medication. For more information on the abuse of opioid medication, visit drugabuse.gov.
The second half of middle school football.
Welcome back to the second half here. Dakota High School, Iroquois taking on Seneca. 8th grade football. I'm Brad Fetters for Chippewa Valley Cable Television. Seneca grabbed a hold of the early lead thanks to their defense. A defensive touchdown on a fumble recovery. A scoop and score gave the Jaguars the early 6-0 lead. Since then, it has been all Iroquois. 2 touchdown passes. Receptions made by Lucas Parks and Jaden Sills. And then a short 3-yard touchdown run by Tyler Gardner, and the 2-point conversion has given Iroquois the 20-6 lead. So Seneca will have the opening possession of the second half after the kick return puts them at the 37-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Jags as they try to work themselves back into this football game, trailing by 14 points. Panthers show blitz. They come with it. They bottle up Owen Thomas. No gain on 1st down. Brings up a 2nd down, 10 to go.
Zayden Mullins. No gain on the play. That's going to bring up 2nd
Mullins
down.
given credit for the tackle.
For the Jaguars.
Linebackers moving their way up. Pressure once again by the Panthers. Straight up the middle goes the run up to the 45. Pick up a 4.
By number 5, Rashad Wilson.
3rd down,
nice
6 to go.
Let's go up 3rd down and 6.
So see exactly what sort of halftime adjustments have been made by both coaching staffs. Jeff Vitale on the Iroquois sidelines. Art Drosky, the man in charge of Seneca. Loading up the box. A little backwards pass once again. Nowhere for Rashad Wilson to go. A whole host of Panthers in on that tackle.
Ball ran by number 5, Rashad
Nolan
Wilson.
Scully,
By number 84.
Gardner, as well as Brandon Push.
Pujas. Brandon Push.
So 4th down, 8 to go. The scrimmage from the 39-yard line. 8 minutes left to go, 3rd quarter of play. Seneca
Sends out Joey Bastone at the very top of the formation. Panthers show blitz once again. Here they come with the pressure, and they drop Rashad Wilson in the backfield. Wilson slow to get up, get some aid from a teammate. River Ellis brings him up.
Iroquois will take over on
So
downs.
they will lose yardage there. It's going to be a turnover on downs. Football back over to Iroquois. Ball in the Seneca 36. So this is the offense that finished the first half. Franco Danello in at quarterback in the shotgun. 3 wide receiver set. It's a high snap. Danello brings it down. Fields the pressure and did a good job just to get back to the line of scrimmage. A high snap really kind of threw that play into chaos. Danello just kind of had to run for his life. Gets it back
Number
to the
11,
36.
Franco Danello on the carry.
Seneca
Brought
moving
down by
some
number
pieces
13,
around
Ethan
defensively.
Hughes, and number 21, Giovanni Rucciucci.
Danello remains in the game. He's tailed back. Orashai takes it. Jukes out to the left. Whoa, good stiff arm. Orashai up to the 35-yard line. Eli Quick and Dylan Caruso.
Giovanni
The
Orashai
tacklers.
on the carry. Brought down by number 43, Jad Lorth.
6 minutes left to go, third quarter play. Panthers 20, Jaguars 6. Seneca's opening drive of the second half was a turnover on downs. Panthers on the move once again, just outside the red zone. Football at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. Danello under center this time, leans in, takes the snap, hands off. Baltazar across the 20, up to the 15, carrying tacklers to the 12-yard line. 13 hard yards by Baltazar.
Number 34, Joseph Baltazar on the carry.
Panther
For a
offense
first
really
down,
impressive.
Panthers.
There's 1, there's 2, good spin move. There's 3, 4, 5, just carrying those tacklers, 6. And the 7th guy finally comes in and brings Baltazar down. It's a He-Man run there. Really impressed by this Iroquois offensive line. High snap. Danello gonna have to run for his life. He's sacked. Blake
Number 11, Franco
Olezekio.
Danello, brought down in the backfield by number 74, Blake Oleskio.
Major league loss on first down. Loss of an 11. 2nd down and long. 4:15 left to go, third quarter. Panthers break the huddle. Grabinski at the very top of the formation. We're 7 and green. Danello looks his way. Danello can't evade the pressure.
Danello brought down in the backfield by number
Jankowski with the
58,
tackle.
Luke Jankowski.
Get another look at it here. Initial pressure comes and Jankowski comes
That's going to
in
bring up 3rd down and
and
long
cleans
for
it
the
up.
Panthers.
Initial pressure supplied by Gavin Propfreider. Panther offense that's looked impressive throughout this football game backs up on back-to-back plays. So scrimmage from the 30. So this will be a 3rd and 26. And they're going to fling it to the outside. And good open field tackle.
It's complete to number 23, Ray Hudson.
Ray Hudson with the
Nice
reception.
gain on the play. That'll bring it 4th down and long for the
I believe
Panthers.
that was Andrew Menifee. They made that open field tackle. Yep, Menifee came in. Terrific open field tackle. Maybe even saved the touchdown. So 4th down, 15. Coach Vitale going to keep the offense out on the field. Why not? 2.5 minutes left to go, 3rd quarter play. Miller high snap, pressure. Oh, across the middle. Oh, he brings it down. The wideout brings it down. Ray Hudson.
Pass complete to number 23, Ray Hudson.
And he's going to be just short of the 1st down marker. Oh, boy, good pitch and catch. Hudson went up
turning
over
on down.
2 defenders. He mossed them.
Seneca will start their drive 1st and 10.
Wow, what a play.
At their own 4-yard line.
Kevin Kropfreiter in the stop. What a catch by Ray Hudson. That's a highlight reel catch by the young man. Wow. So about a yard short there on 4th down. So turnover on downs. Give Seneca the football back. Terrific effort. Straight ahead, they plunge forward for about a yard.
Number 33, Ty Huff on the carry. Put down by number
Jaguars going to have to
AJ
start scoring in
Catania.
bunches. They trail by 2 touchdowns, 20-6 our score. Bunch formation. Kind of a misplayed, miscommunication in the backfield perhaps. Andrew Menifee took the carry. And they're going to
Andrew
say he's
Menifee
going to lose a couple.
on the carry.
So 3rd down, 10. Jaguars operating in the shadows of their own goalposts. Dangerous spot in the football field here for the offense. We'll see. Coach Artrosky wants to remain real conservative here. They're going to roll out. They're going to throw for it. And just over the head of the intended wide receiver, Brody Gerling. Bring up a 4th down 10, and Seneca's going to have to punt the football away. Get another look here
Pass intended for
at
number
this
2,
incomplete
Brody Gerling,
pass.
falls incomplete.
There's that initial pressure once
It'll be a
again, and
4th
it kind of
down
forced
for
the
the Jaguars.
QB, Joe Sand, the backup QB, into a quicker pass perhaps than he wanted. And he sailed it over the head of his wide receiver. Braden Bonacci, one of the Panthers deep. It's an end-over-end kick that's going to take a Jag bounce. And it will roll down and be down at the Jags 30. Back-to-back drives here for the Panthers starting in Seneca territory. 26 Panthers out in front. Once those chains are
Iroquois
set,
will
the clock
start their
will
drive,
roll.
1st and 10 at the Jaguar 30-yard line.
So we'll see if the Panthers, they break the huddle to get to the line awfully quick. Spread look here for Iroquois. 4 wide receivers. Going to send a man in motion. They're going to hand to him on the sweep. Good pursuit by the Jags, and they'll usher him out of bounds. Clock continues to roll, and more than likely,
Number 32,
Iroquois will
Tristan Moore on
not
the
get
carry.
another play off. Tristan Moore taking the carry. We'll
Gave a
get
few on the
another look
play.
at it here as Moore was the man in
Second
motion,
down
takes
to
his
about
sweep.
7.
Tried to make
for
that
the
first
Panthers.
man miss, then was brought down out of bounds by Jacob Wiegand. Wiegand, terrific defender, for Seneca. More than likely, a lot of these guys will be teammates next season at Dakota. It's turning, well, can't say turning. They've always been a juggernaut in high school football. Varsity team off to a perfect start. Finished the regular season perfect. Picked up a first-round playoff victory, 28-0 over the Eisenhower Eagles. They have a home game this Friday against the Romeo Bulldogs. That one will be for a district championship. It should be a good one. And that region might have got a little easier, as it was looking like Dakota would more than likely have to take on a loaded West Bloomfield team in the regional championships, and Cass Tech went out and they beat West Bloomfield. So fourth quarter of play. Panthers with the 20-6 lead. And they're going to throw for it. Got a man in the flats. Driven down hard. Joey Bastone, the tackler.
Next pass complete to number 25,
Tyler Gardner back in the football game. We'll get another look at it here. This little short pass into the flats.
Joey Bastone.
Gardner sure-handed. There you can see a terrific job by our Chippewa Valley Cable Television camera crew. 2 hands on that football. Didn't want to be stripped. I know Coach Vitale teaches that kind of stuff. Fundamental football. Gotta like it. Gardner remains in the game at the tailback position. It's in the right-hand pocket of his QB. Joseph Romanchuk. So the starter's back into the game now for the Panthers. Romanchuk's gonna throw for it. Right down the seam, had a man. He had a man wide open and couldn't connect.
Romanchuk's pass intended for number 75. Zayden Mullins falls incomplete.
He was looking for Zayden Mullins.
It's real second down.
Another one of those captains.
For Iroquois.
4 captains on this roster. I misspoke earlier. I thought there was only 3. Gardner, Sills, Romanchuk, and Zayden Mullins. Tackle eligible play. Now, I kind of knew that was in the playbook. Coach Vitale told me he's got a tackle eligible play, and that was it. Not too often you see those big numbers out there. This time it was Mullins, number 75, the intended wide receiver. Short little gain on second down. That was Gardner. Gardner's a good one. Good vision. Picking his spots, exploding through those holes.
Colton Sanchez.
Sanchez with the tackle. 8:35 left to go in regulation. Game moving quickly now. Seneca gonna have to dig in deep here defensively. Gardner, lone tailback. Gardner takes the pitch. Gardner looks for the edge. Gardner's got the edge. Gardner with the stiff arm down to the 5. 8 yards. Make it first and goal to go.
Brought down by number 8, Mason Taylor.
Mason Taylor with the tackle. But the Panthers knocking on the door. First and goal to go from the 5-yard line.
At the Seneca 5-yard line.
8:08 left to go in regulation. Temperatures beginning to drop. It was a picture-perfect start to this football game. Weather was spectacular for November 1st in the state of Michigan. Now that the sun has set, the temperatures have dropped, but it's still a absolutely beautiful night for the game of football here in Macomb Township. QB keeper, nowhere to go. Nice tackle. Double deuces for Seneca. Joey Bastone. Joey Bastone, a name we've called throughout this football game for Seneca. Lost there on first down. Make this second down and goal to go from the 8. Movement along the defensive line as they bring in some fresh bodies. River Ellis checks out. Gavin Decker back in along that defensive line. Manchik will bring the play call in. Gardner. That one lone pink sock, the running back. Romanchik leans in, takes the snap. Fires a quick pitch to Gardner. Gardner bowls over the first defender. Good pursuit by Seneca. They stop him just short of the goal line.
Number 25, Tyler Gardner on the carry. Just short of the goal line.
Get another look at it here. Gardner got around that first defender, knocked down the second. Goes the third and fourth. They come in to make the stop. Hale Heck. And Gardner, did he have the pylon? No, they're going to say he was short. And a penalty flag thrown as well. I didn't see any sort of indication of what the penalty was, so my apologies. More than likely a holding call. They back them up 10 yards. 6:05 left to go in regulation. Panthers 20. Jaguars 6. Romanchik. Some movement and offside call. Romanchik threw him offsides. So they'll get 5 of the 10 yards back, so they'll move this football all the way up now to the Jaguars' 7-yard line. Third and goal, 5:50 now left to go in regulation. No scoring in the second half. Got it off to an explosive start. Really kind of now settled in. Romanchik over to Gardner. Gardner makes the first man miss. Another penalty flag comes in, drags the defender across the goal line for a Panther touchdown, but more than likely this one's going to come back. Legal block in the back is the call. So we'll redo third down once again and a wipe the Iroquois touchdown off the scoreboard. Get another look at it here, and right about there is the block in the back. Move the football back to the 13-yard line. We'll do it all over again. Clock continues to roll. It's been a very long, sustained drive by the Panthers. It's taken 5 minutes of this fourth quarter clock off, and this is how you put the finishing touches on a win. They were looking for Jaden Sills in the end zone. Sails through his hands, incomplete.
Jaden Sills falls incomplete.
And we'll see what the Panthers do here now on 4th and goal from the 13.
That'll be a 4th down for the Panthers.
Gonna leave the offense out there, of course. Romanchik bring the play call in. They'll huddle up. 4:59 left to go, fourth quarter. Seneca needs to come up with a stop here. 4th and goal from the 13. Romanchik and Gardner. 3 wide receivers set. 1 at the bottom of the formation, 2 at the very top. They're gonna look towards the middle and thrown into coverage and incomplete. Ball hit the turf. Ball hit the turf. So we got ourselves a turnover on downs. Ball over to Seneca.
Romanchik's pass at 10 for number 75.
Seneca, who has yet to really get anything going offensively,
Seneca will take over on down.
are going to have to nearly drive the entire length of the football field. They need 2 touchdowns to tie this game.
Jaguars will start their drive 1st and 10.
So it'll be 1st and
at
10
their
from
own
the
13-yard
13,
line.
4:53 left to go. Both teams with 3 timeouts. Owen Thomas under center. Little spread look now. All 4 wide receivers to Thomas's left. Thomas feels the pressure. Thomas avoids it momentarily. Thomas going backwards into the end zone. Dives forward. Gets the football across the goal line. So they're going to rule him down at the 1-yard line. Ooh, boy.
Number 7, Owen Thomas on the carry.
12-yard loss here.
Brought down by number 75.
As you can see how
Zayden
quickly
Mullins.
the Panthers got into the backfield. And he wisely reached out the football. Tristan Moore, Panther in pursuit. Now all of a sudden this becomes a very dangerous snap. More than likely you just kind of try to jam something up. Football's loose, ball's on the ground. Let's see who comes away with it. And the indication is Jaguar ball. Now we got a timeout. We got an injured player down. And that's probably an instance where kind of fell on the ball maybe. Rashad Wilson, the running back, no, he's going to come up a little limpy. So he'll come off. Joe Sand back in. He'll gain couple on that botched play. So it's 3rd and 20. 3:10 left to go in regulation. Panthers in front, 20-6 over the Seneca Jaguars. They're gonna pitch it. That's Owen Thomas. Thomas ushered out of bounds. Whoa, hard hit on that far sideline.
7, Owen Thomas on the carry.
So see what Seneca does here on 4th down. The line to gain is the 22. Get another look at this Thomas run. There's the hit out of bounds. Good timeout. And it's going to be called by Seneca. 2:28 left to go in the 4th quarter of play.
Jaguars call timeout.
Really cool opportunity for the 8th graders. Get to play this game under the lights. Give them a little taste of what is to come in their high school careers. Big play coming up for the Jags, trailing by 14, 2:28 left to go, 4th down. And they are going to punt the football away. Takes a little bit of a Seneca bounce, and they're going to argue that it hit the Panthers, and they're going to get the call.
Seneca
Boy, oh
football.
boy, that football must have touched an Iroquois player. Because Seneca quickly jumped on that loose football, and the officials say they recover. So that ball becomes live once it touches a Panther player, and
Oh, timeout.
Seneca all over that. So it kind of works out to be like a long pass play. And they'll get a new set of downs with 2:19 left to go. Jaguars will call timeout to avoid the running clock and the change of possession. Seneca giving a new lease on life here after the botched punt. Here comes the pitch. Now the halfback pass. Whoa, what an arm. Chucked it downfield. Was looking for Brody Gerling. Pass falls incomplete.
Brody Gerling falls incomplete. That's going to be a second down for the Jaguars.
So some trickeration here. It's Joe Sand tossed it out to Owen Thomas, who threw it deep. Thomas and Sand both get work at the quarterback position. Sand once again, same play. Same play. Thomas this time can't get the throw off. That's a coverage sack, I guess. You want to call it that.
Number 7, Owen Thomas, brought down in the backfield by number 84.
It's that same kind of halfback
Brandon push.
Toss into a pass. And this time Iroquois had it diagnosed perfectly, had good coverage downfield. And Owen Thomas just wasn't willing to let it go, so they'll absorb the loss there. Third down, 17 to go. Minute and a half left to go, fourth quarter of play. Sand throws one. Thomas once again. Whoa, boy, big tackle. Gardner making the stop.
Number 7, Owen Thomas on the
Iroquois.
Carry, brought down by number 25, Tyler Gardner.
And I'll bring up a fourth down.
That's going to bring up fourth down.
Minute left to go. Really good football game here tonight from Dakota High School. Looks like Iroquois in this annual battle between our two rival middle schools are going to come away victors. As Seneca's going to punt this football away here on 4th and long. Panthers have a couple men deep. High snap, they get it down. The kick is off and away, and it's angled towards the out of bounds. It hit a Panther player again. It's loose, and Seneca jumps on it again. Oh no! Coach Vitale just threw his hat down and gave it a little bit of a kick. Oh boy, he's upset on that far sideline. Usually very calm, cool, and collected head coach of the Iroquois Panthers. Showing a little bit of an outburst, and then one of his players came over and picked up his hat for him, and now he gave it another toss.
Jaguars call timeout.
And the Jaguars will call timeout. That's my broadcast partner, showing a little emotion on that far sideline. This is a very good coachable moment right now. Last game of the season. Your last chance with these 8th graders to install a little bit of knowledge, Coach Vitale. What are you telling them right now? Can't have these little mistakes. They're starting to pile up. It's back-to-back punt returns. Got to be yelling, kill, kill, kill. Just get out of the way. You don't have the punt return on. Just get out of the way and take a couple knees, and that's the end of the game. But instead, Jaguars get the ball back again. Oh, and Thomas under center. He's got 3 wide receivers to his right. Thomas in the shotgun, drops back, feels the pressure, floats a pass out, and it's intercepted. Jaden Sills comes away with the INT, and now Sills stays on his feet and is finally brought down at the 49-yard line. There's the exclamation point on a job well done. The Iroquois defense, ferocious all evening long, putting pressure on the quarterback, and now come away with the game-sealing interception. Jaden Sills, one of those 4 captains for Jeff Vitale and the Iroquois team, comes away with the interception, and that does it. The Panthers win it in the regular season finale. Final score, the Iroquois Panthers 20, the Seneca Jaguars 6. Well, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our hardworking Chippewa Valley Cable crew, including my director, Jim Calderon. I'm Brad Fetter saying goodnight one final time from Dakota High School. Once again, your final score, the Iroquois Panthers 20, Seneca Jaguars 6. Thank you so much for watching this Chippewa Valley Cable Television production. We'll see you next time.